Four Gypsy Pieces for Piccolo and Chamber Orchestra is a work rooted in storytelling. Storytelling through history, through myth, and through the resilient spirit of the Romani people. This documentary takes you behind the scenes of how the piece was conceived, expanded, rehearsed, and ultimately brought to life. The origins of this work stretch back several years. The first movement, Kesali, was originally written for flute, guitar, and cello for the Caliendo trio. Even then, the music carried something larger, symphonic gestures that felt instinctive, as though the piece was already asking to grow beyond its chamber beginnings. As I revisited the material, I realized the music itself was guiding me towards a new form, one where the piccolo could stand alone as a solo voice, surrounded by a chamber orchestra, capable of painting a much wider emotional and dramatic landscape. Kesali draws upon a Romani rite of passage, a moment when a child, standing at the threshold between innocence and maturity, is sent alone into the forest to dream. In those dreams appear the Kesali, mischievous forest spirits whose visitation signal transformation. And here the piccolo represents the child's voice, restless, searching, and filled with wonder. The orchestra becomes the forest itself, shifting textures, sudden silences, playful fragments, and moments of unease. In expanding the original trio version, orchestration became a way of deepening the dream, allowing color, space, and shadow to surround the soloist. The second movement, Gypsy Waltz, reimagines the Pied Piper of Hamelin, a story of enchantment, betrayal, and the dangerous seduction of music. In this movement, the piccolo is the piper, dazzling, playful, and at times sinister. The orchestra paints the world around him, scurrying winds for the rats, harp and strings for the spellbound dance, and percussion marking the inescapable pull of fate. This movement, like the others, grew out of earlier works from my Gypsy Americano library, reimagined and reorchestrated to serve a unified narrative arc for piccolo and chamber orchestra. The third movement, Lamento, is the emotional center of the work. It is inspired by an eyewitness account from Sarah Norberg-Pritzis, a survivor of Auschwitz, who described a 4-year-old gypsy boy forced by Joseph Mengele to dance and sing before being murdered shortly afterward. This lament does not attempt to dramatize the horror. Instead, it mourns the spirit of the child through restraint, simplicity, and the fragile vulnerability of the piccolo's voice. Here, silence becomes as important as sound. The final movement, Hospodar, confronts a darker chapter of Romani history, the era of bondage under landowners in Eastern Europe. In this movement, the piccolo no longer dreams or enchants. It resists with exciting rhythms. The orchestra asserts authority through heavy rhythms and commanding gestures, while the soloist rises defiantly above it, refusing to be silenced. The piece ends not in submission, but in resilience, turning suffering into song. Four Gypsy Pieces for Piccolo and Chamber Orchestra was premiered on November 1st, 2025 at the Bristol Civic Auditorium with Dr. John Barcellona as soloist. From early conversations about instrumentation to rehearsals and final performances, the collaboration shaped every detail of the work. This work is published by Caliendo Music Publishing and is available to any piccolo player seeking a substantial narrative-driven concert work. The complete score and parts are available as a PDF download for $69, along with full program notes and a complete live performance video of the entire 18-minute work. It is my hope that this piece continues to expand the expressive voice of the piccolo and invites performers and audiences alike into its stories.